What's going on, guys? This is Matt Does Fitness, and today I'm talking about protein. Now, to start with, I'm going to talk about the amount of protein you want to be getting each day. There are lots of differing views and contrasting opinions on this. From the research I have read and from my own experience of trying different amounts, I personally have settled on 1.5 grams of protein per kilo of body weight each day, which is something like 0.7 of a gram per pound of body weight. Okay, so I am roughly 90 kilos or 198 pounds, so I aim for at least 135 grams of protein per day. Now, I may well get, quite a bit more than that, but I always try to hit at least 135 grams. That is kind of my baseline figure. Now, as to where I get it from, I do 3 protein shakes a day, okay? So I take whey protein, that's the only thing I take, and I'll do 30 grams in the morning, 30 grams after training, and 30 grams before bed, okay? So that gives me 90 grams there. The remainder of my protein I get from my meals, okay? So my meat and my, eggs, fish, whatever. To be honest, that probably isn't the best way of doing it. I mean, personally, if I had more money and more time, I would like to get the majority of my protein from my food, okay? So ideally, you want to use like animal sources. So obviously, like I said, meat, eggs and fish, they're the best places to get it from. If you're a vegetarian, obviously it's going to have to be things like nuts. And like I said, that should form the majority of your protein intake. It is better that way. However, obviously the whey protein is just far more convenient. If I'm out or if I've just finished a session, it's much easier just to put some water in, put the protein powder and shake it up and drink it, and that's 30 grams done. Partly it's just me being lazy, partly it's that kind of cost effective thing because it is much cheaper to buy a massive bag of protein. I can get 5 kilos of whey protein for £40. If I was to get the equivalent protein in chicken, it's going to cost me a lot of money, and plus I don't want to be eating like a kilo of chicken a day, that I'm going to be full up, feel like a big fatty. So just downing the protein in a shake is much easier. But like I said, that isn't probably the best way to go about it. So ideally, try and get the majority of your protein from your food. Now, it's also important when you get your protein, okay? So like I said, I take my whey protein first thing in the morning, almost straight after training, and then last thing before bed. It is very important to spread out your protein intake across the day. So if you just take, 140 grams, boom, in one go, your body can't possibly absorb all of that protein. So a lot of it is going to get wasted. You're just going to secrete it and it won't be used. So make sure you're getting, I wouldn't go any more than about 30 or 40 grams in one sitting. Just try and spread it out throughout the day. Okay? Because obviously, if you take on 30 grams of protein, your body is then in protein synthesis for like 3 hours or so. And then after that point, you can go and get some more. Okay, there's not too much point in having any more than that in one go because, like I said, it's going to get wasted. A lot of you might not have known, but protein is very important, and not just for athletes. Okay, so lots of people associate, taking protein with massive big bodybuilders, but that is not the case. Okay, even the average person still needs more protein than what is being recommended. I think the daily recommendation is something like 55 or 60 grams a day, I believe. Now, unless you're very small, that is not enough. Okay, so most people, even if you're only mildly active, could do with more protein than that. Especially if you train 2-3 times a week. If you're fairly active, you definitely need a lot more than that. Okay, your skin, your bones, your hair, and your nails all consist mainly of protein. So it is very important. Just in your whole body, a lot of it is made up of protein. So you need to make sure you're getting that to replenish those stores to help your body to keep building. Other positive things associated with taking protein are things like the effect on hunger. So if you are trying to lose weight, if you eat a diet that is higher in protein, you're going to feel full up more, so you won't eat so much. Okay. Also, it's been linked with or associated with a reduced risk of obesity and heart disease and stroke and lots of other positive things. So protein is very important. Like I said, it's not just for big bodybuilders. And finally, one last crucial point. I know lots of people, well that's a lie, I know a few people who don't take too much protein or don't eat too much protein because they believe it will damage their kidneys. Now, I spent yesterday looking at lots and lots of research into this, and the overwhelming conclusion is that is rubbish, okay? There are no studies that say categorically consuming more protein will damage your kidneys. Obviously, if you go mental and you're eating like, you know, a kilo of protein a day, that is going to stress your kidneys. As long as you're not going too crazy and you're looking at those kind of numbers that I said, something like 0.7 of a gram per pound of body weight, you will not damage your kidneys. Now, like I said earlier, you want to ideally get the majority of your protein from food, so don't go too crazy with the whey and the casein, those types of protein powders, but as long as you're not going mad, you will not damage your kidneys. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where is that astoundingly stylish t-shirt and wristband combo from? Right, this is from Nadim Bazyar, and these are from Daniel John, okay? Nadim Bazyar, Get Big or Die Trying, and these are Daniel John's Alpha Male Boss Man Apparel wristbands. It's all awesome stuff. It was very, very kindly sent to me. They're both really nice guys with great channels. So yeah, Nadim Bodybuilding and Daniel John, I'll put their links in the description. Check them out. And that is all I've got to say today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you liked it, I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please press like, please share my stuff, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. See you later.